Abby here. So I am back with another video. Today we will be talking about what you should consider before cutting your natural hair into like a taper haircut, or shave your sides, or get an undercut, or whatever you want to call it. And I tried a new eyebrow pencil today, but I don't really know how I feel about it until I look back at this footage. So if I'm looking a little crazy in the eyebrow area, don't even try to come for me in the comments. I'm testing out a new product. But anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I just thought this would be a helpful video if you were thinking about getting a taper cut, or even getting an undercut, or shaving your sides. So yeah, I'm doing a lot with my hands right now, but anyways, let's just jump right in. So one thing you should consider is maintenance before cutting your natural hair into a taper cut or shaving your sides, because you are going to have to keep the haircut up if you want to maintain it. Now, if you're just going to cut your hair and have it be a one-time thing, then so be it. If you want to continue to keep the shape, you definitely have to, go to a barber and get it shaped up every 2 weeks, or get a line up every week. I personally recommend getting your hair shaped up every 2 weeks. That's just how I used to do it when I had shaved sides. But I mean, if you have a taper cut, you can go a little bit longer. Also, with maintenance is finding a good barber. You guys have seen me go through my trials and tribulations of trying to find a good barber. And yeah, even though I'm growing out my hair now, but in the past, you guys see me, try to find barbers and things like that. And that can also be a struggle, also depending on what area you live in, and also price depending on where you live. I know some barbers here in Atlanta charge $50 for a haircut, but I mean, you can find barbers here that, or anywhere, that are reasonable, but it also depends on your location. I know that all barbers charge different prices, so that's also something to consider when getting shaved sides or getting a taper cut. Also, what you have to consider is the different lengths. Now, if you're going to go ahead and get a taper cut, you have to remember, like, a taper cut is where it's shorter in the back, longer in the front. So are you going to be able to deal with styling the different lengths, or is it going to be something that is too time consuming for you? I know a lot of times people cut their hair and they're like, oh, it's so much easier. Now, yeah, when you cut your hair all off in one length like mine into a TWA, it is really easy to manage. But a taper cut does require a little bit more work. Shave sides, not so much, because they're just shaved, so they don't really require too much work. But if you are leaning towards getting a taper cut, just think about the different lengths and if you have time to actually style your hair. I guess the different lengths and styling go hand in hand, but also with shave sides, you also have to consider whatever hairstyle you do, it has to work around your shave sides. Now, I love shave sides. You guys have seen me rock shave sides a lot in the past. But one thing to consider is, like, whenever I would do a hairstyle, I always had to consider my shave sides. Like, will this style look right with my shave sides? Will I like this style with my shave sides? So that's also something to think about before shaving your your sides, or getting an undercut, or whatever you want to call it. And last but not least is growing it out. Now, it may come a time where you just want to grow out your taper cut. That's also something to or shave size, and that's something to consider before cutting your hair, because the growing out process is tedious. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up and act like it's easy breezy. You definitely have to have a lot of patience when growing in your hair again. And you guys saw that I was done with it, and I just went ahead and did a big chop and chopped all the lengths off and made it all one length. But that is also something that you should definitely consider, is the growing out stage, because it can be very annoying at times, but you will definitely get through it if you're at that stage. Now, I know this video was really simple. I know it probably was like stating the obvious, but I just wanted to give you guys my opinion and tell you guys what you should consider. Now, I love taper cuts. I love shave sides. They are amazing. But when you cut your hair into one of those cuts, there is going to be maintenance. And I guess that's the moral of the story of this video. I have gotten questions in the past asking me, like, about upkeep and maintenance and stuff like that. It's having a taper cut is really cute. Having shave sides is really edgy. But if you're one that doesn't really like to keep up with your hair maintenance, as far as like having to go to somebody to get it like reshaped up, then it's definitely probably not going to be for you. But if you like going to the barbershop and you don't mind spending time waiting to get a haircut or whatever, you'll be perfectly fine and it'll work for you. Everything works different for everyone. So yeah, that's really pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.